How's it going, YouTube? This is Skull, and I am once again here at the Kennedy Space Center at Cape Canaveral, Florida. Behind me on Launch Pad 39A currently sits a Falcon Heavy rocket that is a mere 1 hour and 41 minutes away from launching a mission called Psyche to an asteroid called Psyche. Let me tell you all about it, and of course, stay tuned to the end of the video where we get to see it go off. I feel like I was just at this airport a few days ago, probably because I was. Thus begins my trip to watch a spaceship launch to the asteroid belt. So what's going to happen today is I'm going to be flying to Charlotte, North Carolina, and from there on to Orlando. When I booked the flight, it was about an hour and a half layover, but my flight out of here has been delayed by 50 minutes, so now my layover in Charlotte is a mere 30 minutes. It's going to be one of my tightest connections I've ever had, though, but all part of the experience, right? Welcome to Charlotte International Airport. Did make up some time in the air, thankfully. Unfortunately, both our arrival gate and our departing gate have changed. So now instead of entering and exiting of Terminal C, we have arrived at Terminal A, and my flight departs from Terminal B only 45 minutes from now. It's telling me there's about a 7-minute walk. I should be there with plenty of time. In fact, I'm half expecting I'll get there before they even start boarding. Wish I could grab a snack or check out the lounge or heck, even use the restroom, but I just don't have the time. This is a tight connection, a lot tighter than I would like, but I should be fine. And thankfully, airlines are pretty good at saying, hey, there's a passenger on this flight who's coming in from a late flight, so we'll hold off for them a little while. So I think I'm fine. I made it. Like I said, they haven't even started boarding yet. Literally, as board says right now, board's in 1 minute, so I will take that. Wow, that was a bit of a hike getting here. My legs are killing me, but I made it. I made it safe and sound. Looks like we're going to Orlando tonight after all. Welcome aboard this Airbus A321. It's dark and I got the aisle seat again, so I can't do much B-roll, but not a completely full flight. The seat beside me is open, which means I can stretch my legs, which is actually pretty easy to do considering so much room down there. I got nothing else to say, really. It's just another few hours and I'll be landing in Orlando.
A few inches later.
Alright, just touched down in Orlando Airport. Now that I'm here, it's time for me to meander over to the rental car area and pick up my Tesla. Oh, did I mention that I'm renting a Tesla? turns out, since I am a gold status member, one of the perks getting the Capital One travel rewards card that I got means that I get to skip the lines and go straight to the garage. Let me see if I can figure that out. Hi. I'm checking in.
I'm gonna have you in space 632, okay?
632?
That is correct, though.
Okay.
All set to go. The key is be inside the car.
That fast?
Yeah.
All right, thanks. 626, 628, 630. Here we go, 632. This is gonna be my Tesla for my trip. Of course, I've only driven a Tesla one other time. Trying to remember actual temperature. Let's just go with that. And welcome to my Airbnb. Get a little more light in here, maybe. Yeah, you know what? This will do nicely for the next few nights. All right, well, it is now 10:45 Eastern time. My alarm is set to go off now, only 7.5 hours. We got an early day tomorrow. Going to be going over to the Kennedy Space Center to get started on our first day of NASA Social for Psyche. Hopefully I'll be able to get you guys up to speed as the day goes. Regardless, tomorrow is a big day for me, so it's time for me to go and get some shut-eye. It's time for me to hit the hay. Good night, everybody. Okay, just checked in for the NASA Social for the launch of the Psyche mission to the asteroid belt. We got a swag bag. Well, we got a free entrance to the Kennedy Space Center, which we may or may not be able to use this trip depending on how much this gets delayed. Trading card set, that's interesting. I'll have to look further into that later. Whole ton of stickers. There's the official Psyche mission emblem. That's pretty cool. Here's one for Arizona State University. I'm pretty sure they're one of the sponsors of this mission. Got a Psyche pin for the mission. Postcards, gotta love postcards. Man, imagine getting a postcard from another planet. That might be possible in the future. Official postcard for Kennedy Space Center. You guys have to come here even if you don't get to attend a rocket launch. Just if you're in Florida, make it a point to come here for a day. You will not be disappointed.
The support of all of your friends and family to be on travel or do crazy hours. I mean, imagine like doing this through COVID and trying to deal with taking care of the family and doing the job, or right after COVID, you're missing the soccer game because you have to go do the thing.
This is like, it's a finish line and a starting line, right? We're launching, which is the end of the development, but we're really just starting the mission. Like now we get to start the mission.
Woo! So I'm here at launch pad 39A. Every single person who's ever walked on the moon launched from here. And right now we have the Falcon Heavy rocket behind me, which is currently, hopefully, just a few hours away from launching the Psyche mission to the asteroid belt. Hi there. Our job as NASA social representatives is to teach our audience a bit about the mission. So, in general, tell us about the mission. Where is it going? How long is it expected to last? And just for my own personal curiosity, what are the chances of an extension at the mission's end? And are you planning on crashing it into the asteroid or just leaving it in orbit forever? Thank you.
The Psyche mission is going to the Psyche asteroid. It's called 16 Psyche. Our cruise is about 6 years long. We have a Mars gravity assist along the way. And once we get to the asteroid, we will be captured by the asteroid's gravity and be orbiting the asteroid for the duration of the mission. We have a couple different science orbits, or what we call, where we start further out and then move closer and closer in and get better and better data as we understand even what this object is shaped like and other properties of it. And at the end, when we switch the orbit to 90 degrees so we can measure the poles and get a bit of a different view of it. And we're expected to orbit the asteroid for about a year. That's our main science phase. And as far as the extended mission, expectations of an extended mission is, there's no confirmation of that quite yet, but I know that there's a couple of things that we'd be excited to do after that year period. So even from my own perspective, I work mostly with the imagers, and we have a pair of 2 redundant imagers, and we only ever expect to operate one at a time until we've gathered all of the data that we need to. We can stamp it, say, done. And we do that to protect the redundancy so that if one of them encounters a problem, we have another as a backup. But after that year long, we very may well turn them both on at the same time and see if we can get some binocular data or things like that. I haven't heard any plans to crash it into the asteroid, but hey, if there's something interesting we find that might make it worthwhile, then hey, that would be awesome.
See Montreal? Oh, yes. I'm close to Canadian. I'm family from Minnesota too.
Nobody knows what we're doing.
Put your main name on here too.
Whew, what a day. It is currently 5 o'clock in the afternoon, Eastern time. My body feels like it's 4 o'clock in the afternoon, but I have been awake since 6:30 this morning, which feels like 5:30, which was almost 12 hours ago. So I'm actually feeling super exhausted. It's been a tremendous day. A lot of stuff happened. Got to do it all over again tomorrow. Waking up at 6:30. No matter what happens tomorrow, I have to check out at the Airbnb. So have to get up early enough to take a shower, properly pack up, and do the house cleaning that is associated with Airbnb these days. Hopefully tomorrow night I get to go back home and lay in my own bed again. It's not looking likely though. The weather forecast for tomorrow is only a 20% chance that the rocket will be able to launch. So I'm still holding out hope, you know, fingers crossed. Rockets have launched in 10% weather before, and they've been scrubbed at 90. You know, we just won't know until tomorrow. Well, I mean, I won't know until tomorrow. You guys know already what happens. So I'm just going to enjoy the rest of my afternoon here, and of course this nice, very comfortable bed. I'll see what happens tomorrow. See you then. Come on, Psyche, you can do it.
As leader of this fine establishment, I promise I will do everything in my power to find the aliens and have them answer for that asteroid they flung at our dinosaur friends.
When pigs fly, am I right?
It just keeps going up. It just keeps going up.
And this is allowed to park on the no parking spot. That's the most important
Yes.
part.
Yes.
Yeah. The center core is a brand new stage, never used before, and will never be used again. They will not be recovering that. It's going to hit the ocean and sink. Apparently, the rule is if you can find it, it's yours. See up there, that is, in fact, the sky going through the door there. This is a really, 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 really big door. They got so many Emmy awards and videographer awards and all. They wouldn't miss it if I took one, would they? Nobody would notice. See this structure here, that is the Starship launch platform. Trying to figure out how to make the thing work down in Texas, but once they get it up and operational, it'll be launching from here in a few years, maybe a decade, maybe 2, maybe never. I don't know. I have no idea what they're thinking with that thing. Psyche! You know, it occurred to me, haven't done a loo review yet because that seems to be a popular thing. Here's my loo review. It's the same as all the other planes.